Morning! Back at you again, Bear Seasoning, your boy Jamal Kyle.
We're Robin, aka, you already know.
And we're about to make some breakfast. Yo, no Eggo waffles thing.
Facts.
None of that quick holds thing.
We're having a real breakfast.
Real breakfast today. So what are we making?
We're gonna make an omelet, we're gonna make some bacon, and we're also gonna make some pancakes.
Woo!
But we're gonna put a little spin on the pancakes. What kind of pancakes are we making today?
Banana chocolate chip, baby, my favorite.
That's crazy. Quick breakfast, something that everybody can be able to make with simple things in the crib. So, let's get at it.
Yo, when I was a youth, my mom used to say, don't forget to take out the chicken. But I never listened. I was always catching lickings. Bark my belly, boy, so my belly stayed itching. If I see a turkey on the road, I'ma fly it. Take it to the curb and then fry it. But first, skin it, then clean it. Little parsley, some garlic, some ginger for no reason, rosemary, paprika. What's that? Bear seasoning. Send me a record deal, fam. I'll sign it today.
Yeah.
Sign it today. 500 mil for it. Yo, you gotta sign me, fam.
He's arrived.
OVO, Griselda, Rock Nation. Get at me, man. I'm out here.
I'm gonna have a few things in this omelet. We're gonna throw some tomato and some onion are gonna go into the omelet. We wanna cut those up, have them nice and diced.
Yo, do you wear gloves when you cut onions?
When I cut onions? No.
Because you know how when the onions get on your hands, that's what makes you cry.
Honestly, I'm more concerned about my eyes still.
You be crying in the kitchen.
Bare tears in the kitchen. I be crying. When
I know I can get to the kitchen, you just see this.
Like, it was funny, my wife would be coming in the kitchen and be like, yo, are you good? I'm like, it's the onions still, the onions. But honestly, I don't care. I'll wipe my face when I'm done. So, for the omelet, I like to add a little bit of salt and pepper. I do use fresh pepper and, some grinded salt. Gives it a little bit better taste, right? Add a little bit of that. Add some salt.
I didn't see you wash your hands again.
I lost
Here we are again,
Hey, this guy.
Alright, I'm allowed this time still. I'm allowed this time.
So, get our eggs in. Alright. Got our salt, got our pepper. We're gonna add our onions and our tomatoes. Okay. Get that nice mixed in.
Use the whisk, brother. Use the whisk.
No. Because of the big pieces, I like to use the fork. We're Gucci. We're Gucci. So now we got pretty much everything we want to use for the omelet. We're gonna add the veggies as well, or we're gonna put the veggies on the side.
Put the veggies in when you throw it down.
When we throw it down,
You throw a little in, just get a little flavor.
Right. So we're gonna add a little bit of the veggies. We're gonna put these in. We're gonna put this aside for when we're ready to get this on the stove with our eggs nice and ready to go for the omelet.
So it's banana chocolate chip pancake time. Banana chocolate chip pancake time. Best. Say that for me. Alright, we're making it from scratch, eh? So it's not no Aunt Jemima pancake mix that you buy at the store. Everything from scratch.
Though I'm not a hater when it comes to the Aunt Jemima.
You're the lazy boy.
I'm not a hater, but I do appreciate a nice from scratch pancake.
I appreciate. What do you mean appreciate?
This is
it's top notch. It's bar
of course, absolutely.
1.5 cups of flour. Then you need 3.5 teaspoons of baking powder. You ever cooked up work in the kitchen?
Sir, no. That's not for YouTube. Not like these funny boys on YouTube. No, sir. Not me. In terms of sugar, I think you need 1 tablespoon. Yo, for years, tablespoons and teaspoons were kicking my ass, fam. For the longest times, I always had to try to remember which one was which. You got the salt.
Salt, 1 teaspoon
of salt. And milk. You need 1.5 cups. So let me get you a measuring cup for that.
I got you right here. I'm just gonna use the same one for the flour.
Lovely.
You said
1.5.
You can also use almond milk. Coconut milk.
This here is lactose-free milk. But whatever milk option you use in a regular day basis is the type of milk you should use for the purpose of your
And I
pancakes.
believe I need 3 tablespoons of butter.
In terms of butter, you need 3 tablespoons of melted butter. So we went ahead and melted a little bit, like a quarter of a stick. Probably gonna be a little bit too much, but we'll probably use it for something else after, so we'll be all right.
My pancakes are looking fluffy, so I'm gonna go ahead. 3.5.
I'm about to say that's a 4 hours. When you're making pancake mix, a lot of times this is really all you need to get it done. However, we're gonna add a little bit, aside from the chocolate and the banana, we're gonna add a little bit of nutmeg and a little bit of vanilla. Vanilla in a pancake is crazy. Vanilla, the right amount of vanilla, don't kill it, because vanilla is strong, so you don't wanna put too much in it. Add a little bit of vanilla, add a little bit of nutmeg. If you're
all those lonely nights and my wrist game is so weak, like, come on. I joke! It's a joke, man. Laugh, dog.
You're a weirdo, fam. So those you gotta keep to yourself. When you're making pancakes from the batter that you get like store bought, you're gonna notice it has a little bit of color to it. When you're making your own, until you start to add some of the things that have color, you're using white flour, it's gonna look pretty white. So have you ever spent a night at somewhere that wasn't your own crib, and then the next morning, I said it's not your own, but the next morning,
Where's this going?
you're trying to get breakfast, and whoever you're with, you're like, what are you trying to eat for breakfast? And they're like, I don't really eat breakfast, or I got cereal. And it's like, man, sometimes it's like, yo, you want to wake up to a nice hearty breakfast? You know, start your day with a nice little something. It's helpful, you know? But I've had those times where you wake up and you're like, yo, you think you're going to wake up to a nice big breakfast, and it's just like, I got to go home now still. It was a long day, long night. Just gonna go home, get a nice little,
Breakfast is the most important meal of the day, so.
You know what? They say that, but like I feel like breakfast is probably the one meal that I skip more often than any.
Never. My breakfast? Oh my gosh. You think of the Princess Zamunda.
Breakfast is more on a weekend. On a weekend, I'll definitely be getting at some breakfast. But during the week, you know, it's a little different now with COVID. It's not like I'm rushing to get to work in the office. You know what I mean? So it's a little bit different.
Your royal clean, your highness. You didn't like that movie? Alright, I'm off it. We're gonna edit that out, right?
I said your royal penis is clean.
That's what she comes out the water saying, fam, and coming to America.
You're gonna have the young YouTube babies like, what are you talking about?
Well,
What movie is that?
Well, obviously, you know.
What movie is that?
Your royal penis is clean, your highness.
I was gonna say, is that a banana or a plantain? It was looking shaky at first.
No.
I'm about to say, man, not throwing plantain in the cake.
Could you imagine, dude?
I'm gonna just add some of these joints while you're rinsing.
No, I'm gonna add those in last, right before we actually throw them in. Because what happens is they usually just sink down to the bottom. Hey!
Gotta have some of those, like. You want no chunks at all?
No chunks. I should have mashed down the bananas before I threw them in, though. That was my fault.
It's all good.
And I threw in some, a little bit more butter, though.
Butter's always a good thing. Add a little bit of texture.
So I completely sussed myself and forgot to put my egg in. So I'm gonna go ahead and add that egg in now.
Beer shell.
My bad. No. I make sure my shells don't get into my stuff. Yeah. So we went ahead and put in some flour. 1.5 cups.
We put some baking powder.
3.5 teaspoons.
3.5 teaspoons of baking powder. We got 1 teaspoon of salt.
1 teaspoon of salt.
1 tablespoon of white sugar.
Yep.
And we also got
1 egg.
1.5 cups of milk and 1 egg.
All right.
And the 3 tablespoons of melted butter.
Yes. So now we're rocking. Yeah. Yo, honestly, that game was bogus because like LeBron is like, I don't know, man. That game is just bogus.
What do you mean?
I don't understand how the Lakers are weak. Like low key, the Lakers are weak.
They can play.
Low key, the Lakers
but when
weak.
everybody's on, they play good
that's
basketball,
something,
and everybody's on. You have to remember, you have a bunch of guys who are either very young and gifted, or they're old and battle tested.
yeah.
Danny Green is battle tested. He's been there before. LeBron has been there umpteen times. Anthony Davis hasn't been there, but he's talented as hell, and he's rising to the occasion. He had a game yesterday. Anthony Davis had a game yesterday. Honestly though, LeBron should have won the MVP.
Yeah, he got cheated still.
And you know what he said? What he said earlier yesterday made a lot of sense. He was like, when I realized this was bogus was when I had an opportunity to win MVP and Defensive Player of the Year back in, I think he said it was 2012 or something like that. He's like, the year when he was in Miami. He's like, I lost and I was second place to Marc Gasol. Well, Marc Gasol won Defensive Player of the Year and he's on second team all defense.
Yeah.
I'm on first team all defense. That was when I started looking at it like, okay, this is weird.
Yeah.
This whole voting thing is weird. And that's honestly that's incredible. That like how do you fend that? How does a man win Defensive Player of the Year? He's not even the best at his position to be first team. That's insane. That's actually insane. Yo, I'm a man that usually when I make my eggs, I use my bacon grease. So I make my bacon first and I use the same.
Perfect.
There we go.
Perfecto. I'm marved, yo. I'm so hungry right now. I didn't eat anything this morning.
No, later.
All right. Here's omelet time.
As always, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share. Tell us what you thought of our breakfast. If our breakfast was garbage and you can do a better job, then add us.
Alot, you make a video.
Yeah,
Add the man them. Let us see how you make your breakfast.
But make sure the toaster in the background is not showing it because I can tell Eggo waffles from regular waffles. So
Don't let us catch you.
beat it, kids.